welcome back. My name is Joe. It's been a while. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're new, welcome, welcome. So, as you can see, we have three beautiful, lovely piles. All right, for pile number one, we have this very pale, smoky quartz tower. Okay, it is not clear quartz, it's actually a smoky quartz. Very pale. Okay, so that's pile number one. For pile number two, I believe this is called rhodonite. Okay, you can see. Today's pick a card reading, we're focused on how can you nurture yourself. Pile number three, this is a pork skin. Could be banded calcite, but another name or term for this specific stone is pork skin. Isn't she pretty? She's so pretty. I love how it looks. Okay, so go ahead, pause, meditate. If you need to, timestamps will be listed down below, and I will see you guys at your pile. Alright, pile number one. If you guys were drawn to the smoky quartz, the pale smoky quartz, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to go ahead and move your crystal over here. I want to begin with under the properties of smoky quartz. Okay, so I like to incorporate the meaning of the crystals, so long as I know the crystal that I'm using. But I strongly believe that when you're picking cards, there's a reason why you guys are drawn to a specific crystal. Whether it has to do in ties with the reading itself, or in general, maybe it may not be in ties of the reading, but it could be in ties of some other area in your life that you're being drawn to. This stone would be beneficial for you. Okay, so smoky quartz is a grounding crystal, and it helps helps you relieve yourself of fear, depression, negative thoughts. Also calms anxiety, and it transmutes. Can't even talk today. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Alright. So I went ahead and pre-pulled. So I'm gonna start with the tarot. Alright, so the first card we have is the Knight of Feathers, which is the Knight of Swords. Action and focus. Then we have the Page of Shells, which is the Page of Cups, intuition and inspiration. Followed by the Knight of Shells, charm and passion. So the Knight of Cups. Okay, so we have a lot of water energy, air and water energy. All right, so how can you best nurture yourself at this time, pile number one? All right, I do want to mention that back of the deck energy, we do have the wheel. If I can grab this card. All right, so we do have the wheel with the lovely octopus in the background. All right, change and possibilities. I do feel like that depending on all of you, you guys are going to be on different stages. Okay, so I'm going to say that pile number one, you guys are undergoing a change, an emotional change of healing. You're healing self-doubt, self-worth. There's going to be some changes that are going to take place or are taking place at this moment. So for each of you, it's going to be different. So some of you guys are going to be going through some changes soon, or it's coming, and some of you are in the midst of it. Now, you have a lot of water energy, and you have, it's kind of interesting because you guys got animals that, I mean, the frog can be water and land, and then we got the octopus in water, and then we got the flamingo that's both as well. So there is a connection to water. So it's just emotions. Your emotional ties to certain thoughts or beliefs are being changed. So there might be some circumstances that are going to happen around you, or for each of you, it's going to be different. When we take astrology into perspective, for some people, it's going to be internal changes that just subtly happen, and for other people it's going to be extreme, and everybody's experience is going to be different, but there's some changes that are happening. Now, at the time of this recording, this is a timeless pick a card, but at the time that I am recording, Venus is in retrograde. So if you're watching this during the retrograde, I highly recommend finding out where Venus is transiting into what house, because when any planet goes in retrograde, it's about withdrawal. It's about to going within and reevaluating those areas of life, okay, in, that would be in regards of the planet, and then what house it's transiting, and then how you go about it would be like the sign that it's in, right? Or how it would show up in your life would be a combination of all that. All right, so this Venus retrograde, if you're watching this during the retrograde, it is helping you. These circumstances, these events, we're going to help you recognize or heal. I don't know if you noticed, but the frog has a heart right here, and then the flamingo has a heart as well. So there's some emotional healing that's going to be taking place, whether this is during the retrograde or not. And I feel like it's in regards of self-doubt, okay? So the coyote, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's a predatory animal, whatever. I don't know if I'm saying this right. But it's quick-witted, and it's very smart. It sees through the illusion. It sees the truth for what it is. Okay? So maybe in the past your emotions may have, maybe you had, what's the word I want to use? Whatever illusion that you're accepting is going to be revealed. It's the best way I could put it. With the octopus, you're very smart, you're reliant, you're capable of adapting to this change, okay? You're more than capable. So if this is like an idea that you have had in mind, but you've been too scared to act upon it, the time is now. The time to really understand why you're not allowing yourself to act upon that. Find out where if you might have a. You're going to understand yourself on a deeper level. We're maturing. You're going from a Page of Cups to a Knight of Cups. Okay, it's a level of maturity. You're understanding yourself emotionally in more depth, and you're you're balancing out emotions that have been either not expressed or been remain dormant because of limiting beliefs, self-limiting beliefs, doubt, fear that's been holding you back. and you're gonna but you're gonna get to understand where they stem from, or you're gonna learn how to transmute these ideas, or like to get rid of them or to change them in a more healthier way. All right, so each of you is going to be like, your journey is going to be different. Okay, some of you are aware of like, yeah, I know I got this issue, but now something is going to push you in a direction that's going to help you find the solutions. Okay, and then for others it's like, you have not been recognizing it, but like it's gonna come to the forefront. Just know that you're capable. You're more than capable of this. Yeah, so pulling some oracle, we have flow. Now we have more water energy entering the scene. Now this also does talk about to not go against the currents. These are like, you're kind of being, we got the 10, we have the wheel. Something needs to come to an end. Something has come to an end with the 10. It's completion, so it's no longer serving you no more, so you're releasing it. And you may have held on to, like the way the octopus is holding on to these, I don't know what you call it, seaweed or vines of some kind. It may have felt like, well, this helped me, this way of thinking has helped me, yeah, but it's no longer serving you. So it's like a false sense of security, and so now you're going to evolve emotionally and understand yourself and like work through that. So how can you nurture yourself at this time? Don't go against the currents. When circumstances are pushing you in a direction, just go with the flow. Okay, you're quick, you're smart enough to do this, okay, to handle this situation that you're in. All right, so what are some things that you could be working through at this time? We have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. We have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And then we have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So your idea of success might change. What you deem as success or successful might change. You will be working through some guilt from, like maybe you've missed out on certain things because of doubt or fear, or just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we all go through these things, and we all have to work through these things and continue to work through these things. So, but like as of right now, these are, maybe you feel you missed out on some ideas because your emotional attachments to certain belief systems that tell you you're not ready or you're not good enough has stopped you. And I don't know your story. I just know that you're working through some guilt in ties of success, your version of success, and relationships. Now we do have a lot of core cards, so this could be in regards of relationships with others, or others, like you might be in circumstances with other people that are triggering this emotional growth. We do have water, so I strongly am pulled towards the emotions, but some of you could be having like, it's like it could be like a more spiritual for some of you, and it's spiritual maturity. There's just a sense of maturing for this group. Now, I know that relationships can indicate for you with other people, but I'm also getting your relationship towards yourself. I do think that you're going to be less harder on yourself. or because we're talking about how can you best nurture yourself, you not being so hard on yourself when these changes arise. Not blaming yourself possibly could be one of those things. But I'm getting self-doubt a lot. um, we do have courage as back of the deck energy. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So I think that with the courage as back of the deck energy, I do feel like you're you're tapping more into a courageous version of yourself. I do see sacral and sacral energy healing here for you guys. I did forget to mention, but we did have happiness as back of the deck energy with this deck. So you can see how I like the colors, or I don't know what's the term for it, but I don't know. I just like it. Okay, but anyways, yeah, this may not feel the most comfortable, but it's leading you to your happiness. You may have thought one way of doing things or one way of seeing things was going to lead you to success or make you feel successful or feel happy or lead you towards happiness, and now you're learning that it's not or it wasn't, and you're going to make those adjustments. Okay, so this energy in this situation is leading you towards your happiness. Okay. Alright, so I'm getting some more information. We have, don't do this today if you don't want to. Okay. He's blocking himself from the sunlight. Alright, don't do this today if you don't want to. So if, maybe if this in regards, like, let's say, for example, with the relationships, like, let's say you don't feel like doing something with someone else, or you're used to giving in, as an example, doesn't have to be what's happening for you, but, like, you don't have to. It's okay to say no, and you don't have to feel guilty for saying no. You can still have a successful relationship with others without feeling guilty for saying no to something or not doing something. I strongly recommend, maybe for some of you guys may be into like animal totems, or I feel like that you get more information when you do research. I am not the encyclopedia of everything and all knowing. But when I do listen to readings and certain animals come up in the readings, I listen to my intuition, and I let my intuition guide me. And certain animals, if you take the time to look up the spiritual meaning of these animals, you'll start to see the connection. There's a transformation that's happening for you, pile one, and it's spiritual growth. You're maturing. Okay. Alright, so I'm not always an angel. Okay? You're not going... I'm wondering if some of you are healing, like, people-pleasing tendencies and learning to, like, let go of that. You can't please everybody. And you're going to be a villain in some people's stories. And you're gonna learn to be okay with that. It's not your job to prove to everybody that you're not an ass. I do feel like that message correlates with the coyote message. Sometimes you're not the kindest person to yourself. I hope my birds are not, like, chirping over me. But yeah, recognizing that there is duality within ourselves and accepting both sides, your light self and your shadow self. That's what makes you you. okay? You're not always perfect. No one is perfect. And you'll feel successful when you reach a point of accepting yourself. Okay. All right. So, what can you? Oh wait. I want to say back of the deck energy. We have sleep on it. Okay. So before making a decision or any I feel like as you can see, he's dreaming, and he's having he's communicating with himself, or yeah, like a version of a higher being. It could be this thing. This can represent like us, you know, your guardian angels and your who you God, source, your higher self. This also gives me that the spiritual connection of what's the it's giving me tuning into oneself and listening to your inner guidance. This is like a deep internal nurturing. How can you nurture yourself kind of pile. Alright, so what are some things that you can do to help nurture yourself at this time? We have abundance planning. Okay. I mean, I feel like that does tie in with the success. Okay, so maybe some of you would feel more secure if you were to plan out. Notice the colors. Okay, so abundance planning. I don't really think I need to really much go more into that. If this is an idea that you've been holding back on, or a creative project, now's the time to sit and make your plans. I do see monetary gain for you in regards to this, but before, I would say not right now, okay, you're going to be either pushed into it right away, or you're gonna have an aha moment of oh, I can make money doing this. There will be some planning, or you may feel more secure planning ahead before making any steps further, or it's starting to make the thought into taking it into action. So these are probably the beginning steps for you that's gonna make you feel more secure. Okay, and then we have dance. All right, so movement. So getting things started, for sure. If you're feeling stifled from energy, dance and movement will definitely help you with that energy flow. It will help you release energy. So anything that comes up emotionally, that would be really beneficial for you. Back of the deck energy, we do have connect with fire. Okay, so releasing, doing some candle magic, maybe writing down, for some of you, if you're dealing with self-doubt, writing down the things that you want to no longer, limiting beliefs that don't serve you, writing them down and burning them, releasing them and letting them go will benefit you. All right, so let's get some advice for you, pile number 1. We have give your inner critic a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. Then we have clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. Yeah, like I said with the fire, right? Connecting with fire, putting all the stuff that like clearing your mental clutter, this would be really good for you. And also movement, because you'd be surprised how much exercise can help you mentally. It can clear your way of thinking, and it gets I don't know the science behind it, but I do know that when you exercise and get the energy moving within your body, you think more clearer, you see things with better focus, you focus better, your mentality is much more, it's more better, it's just faster, you think more quicker, you're more on your feet, you're just, overall it's good for you, you should do it. All right. Back of the deck we have stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. So you do you. I'm gonna leave this here instead of putting that back. All right. You do you. So like I said, some of you might have some like people pleasing tendencies, may have been afraid to do certain things because you didn't want to be viewed as the bad guy, or you know, somebody might think that your idea is stupid or whatever it may be. Fuck you. Sorry, not sorry, but not you. Like to the people that doubt you and your ideas and your creativity. There's a reason why you have the vision, pile number one, because you're the one that's meant to do it, not someone else. They can't see it happening, you know, or like somebody, you know, doubts like, well, I don't know how you're gonna do that. Well, don't worry about it. It's not your job to figure it out for me. It's my job to figure it out for myself, and you can watch, because you know, it's my vision, it's my goal, it's my dream. It's not yours. That's why you can't envision it. That's why you can't picture it. That's why you can't see it becoming a thing. Okay? Alright, so last but not least, here's some lovely supportive messages for you closing out the reading. Okay, so we have just do your best, it will be enough. Oh, the little kitty's so cute. Just do your best, it will be enough. Alright, progress is progress, no matter how small. I mean, even if you do one step a day, bro, like think about it, one step a day, every day for 7 days, and then you look back. All right, so like, okay, if I stay right here and I take a step every day, right? Well, now I'm over here after a couple days, but I was over here when I started. Like, it may be small progress, but it's still progress. Doing something is better than doing nothing at all. And you're going to learn so much more about yourself and be able to express yourself in ways that you weren't able to before. Okay, and then back of the deck we have you're strong, smart, and you got this. Isn't it so, they're so cute. I love this deck because they're just so cute. Yeah, it's kind of what I said in the beginning of the reading. I was saying with the octopus, you guys are really intelligent, you're adaptable, you're resilient, you're more than capable of handling the situation, whatever situation you find yourself in. Okay, this is what I have for you, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number two. You were drawn to the rhodonite? Am I saying this right? Rhodonite stone. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is pink. It's like a light pale pink stone, and it's got like brown blackish. It's really pretty. I don't know if the camera is like showing you that like pinkish hue or not, but it's pink. Better believe it. Alright, anyways, let's move y'all over here. There's stone over here. Alright, so just like I told pile number one, I do believe that when we are drawn to certain crystals, whether it's tied to the reading, or it could be, if it's not tied to the reading, like the meaning of the stone, it could also mean that this stone will benefit you in different areas of your life, or, you know, at that time that you're seeing it and you're feeling drawn towards it. Okay? Alright, so rhodonite. Let's get started on the meaning of this stone. It promotes love, balance, and self-worth. Alright, so this is a stone about healing deep emotional wounds of the heart, your sense of self-worth. I do believe that this stone is also about like helping you open up your heart. So some of you guys, pile number two, may have been emotionally closed off for some time, or majority of your life, possibly. I don't know your life, but I do think that a lot of you may have a hard time opening up emotionally. Okay. Alright, and this stone is helping you to crack that open and help you heal the wounds that keep you closed off from others. Alright, so let's get into it. Pile number two. I just took the liberty of pulling cards already, so let's get into it. Starting off with the tarot. You guys did get an extra card compared to pile number one. So hopefully I can fit all this in the vid, whatever. We'll figure it out. Alright, starting off the reading, we have the 10 of Acorns, responsibility and dedication. This is the 10 of Wands. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we have the Page of Crystals, ideas and discipline. So we have Page of Pentacles. Like, what is you? Okay, alright. And then we have Four of Crystals, control and security. Slide these. We got the back of the deck energy cards right over here. Try to slide over. Alright, and then we have the Knight of Crystals, endurance, and determination. Alright, so Knight of Pentacles. I don't know if I said that. Hopefully my birds are not like tuning me out. Alright, pile number two. Alright, there is a need for getting grounded in your energy. Alright, so I did want to mention back of the deck energy. We have the Seven of Feathers, which is the Seven of Swords. Preparation and resourcefulness. Okay. Alright, so the message, the message with the Seven of Swords is telling me that usually the Seven of Swords is about deception. So specifically this deck focuses on the animal, right? So with the cheetah, it talks about being resourceful, clear-minded, seeing the truth, or seeing, I'm having a brain fart. I cannot collect my thoughts. Closely observing what's going on to keep yourself ahead of the game, so that when something shady arises, you will be able to spot it more quickly. And because you're ahead of the game, you're already going to be taking those steps for your security, which kind of ties in with this Four of Crystals. Now, there is a need for responsibility, taking responsibility in your hands. Now, you're responsible for yourself and your emotional well-being, pile number 2. No one else is. And I find it kind of interesting because I don't know if you noticed that when I was putting the cards down, I think like when I was putting these 2 cards down, I kind of like, I don't know if it was like a sigh, I don't know. But it's because a song came to my head. And it kind of ties in with the message of being responsible for your emotions. I think some of you might struggle with codependency. Pile number 2, or just there's a message of self-worth here. You may be going through something. Some of you may be going, okay. Let me, my brain is moving so fast. All right, so bear with me, pal 2. All right, so, it's because I got that song playing in the back of my head. It's like driving me crazy. How do I want to say this? Okay, so during this time of recording, this is a timeless pick a card, mind you. But during this time of recording, it is a Venus retrograde. So some of you could be having people from your past coming, or you may be dealing with some deception in your relationships, pile number 2. Now, that may not occur for all of you, and it may just be your time to reevaluate your sense of self-worth and your emotional taking responsibility in your own hands when it comes to your feelings, and balancing out those emotions that whatever you're feeling. I don't know what you're feeling. I just know that you are healing your heart right now, right? So you're either being cracked open because of deception, or deception can even be from self-deception. So let's be real, pile 2. Sometimes we hurt our own feelings. Sometimes other people's actions hurt our feelings. Okay, so depending on the situation that you find yourself in, okay, this is a general reading, so use your discernment. All right, apply the message to how it fits for your situation. But how do you need to nurture yourself? You need to take responsibility for yourself. All right, this is what that donkey's message is telling you. The 10 of acorns is just you've taken on too much responsibility or burdens from others, and because of that, you cannot allow your energy is blocked or stifled because you're taking on more than you. You're taking on more than you can chew. You're taking on more than you're supposed to. You're only responsible for your own self. Now, the song that's coming to my mind, depending on your age, you might, and what you like to listen to, you might have to look the song up, but it's New Kids on the Block, and I believe the title is Please Don't Go Girl, because I keep hearing the same freaking lines. I'm not a singer, but I'm gonna sing anyway because that's the only way I could get those lyrics up. But let's see. Please don't go, girl. Fuck. Please don't go, girl. You're my best friend, girl. You're my love within. I just want you to know that I will always love you. Yeah, that was terrible, but whatever. Ooh, baby, please don't go, girl. Alright, so someone's leaving, you know, obviously, please don't go, girl. The girl's leaving the dude, right? Whether that's your situation or not, you know, that could be your situation, or on the flip side, they could be leaving you and, like, it's triggering a wound that you need to work through, okay? Not trying to, like, brush it off and shit or anything, excuse my language, but, it's your responsibility to deal with this emotional baggage, right? And deal with the wounds. No one's gonna be able to fix it for you. And I say that in a loving way. I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, even though I don't know if I am or not. I'm not trying to, but there, with it, I would like to say with animal decks, I strongly recommend, if you feel drawn to a specific animal, or you're seeing a specific animal quite often, I highly recommend looking into the meaning, the spiritual meaning of the animal. You'd be surprised how much more information you can gather for your own spiritual journey and growth. The messages that you can get when you do a little digging, when you do a little bit more digging compared to what messages any tarot reader can give you. Okay, I always recommend that. You'd be surprised, you know. So these animals are here for a reason. They're giving you a message or a reminder. Okay, you are smart enough to tap into sorry, I was looking at like where all the images are looking. Okay, so be observant. Take in your surroundings. Oops, bumping into you guys. Be more observant and taking in your surroundings so that you can understand or see, not understand, but see when someone is trying to play you. I mean, with the fox here, clever, quick-witted, right? This talks about you need to be dedicated and disciplined. This is not just the fox. This is a combination of the camel. Actually, all of them, to be honest. They all have a level of similar messages, but determination, persistence, and a sense of responsibility towards yourself. Like, you need to do this for you. So some of you could even be walking away from somebody, and then this is them like pulling at, like trying to pull at your heartstrings, trying to manipulate the situation to make you feel a type of way, you know, emotionally manipulate you so that you wouldn't leave. Like with the song where he's like, please don't go, girl. Like, I don't know, because it's a nice song, but like at the same time, like when you're listening to it, it sounds like very codependent. Like he's just like, oh my god, like I can't do nothing without you, kind of vibe. You know, you depending on you can be on either side of that pendulum. You could be the one that's like, I can't, like that has the codependency issues, and it's like, I can't do this without you. And then the other side, you can be like dealing with someone that does this, and you need to recognize when they're doing this to you, so that way you can, because you have a responsibility for yourself and your emotional well-being. And there's just some energy that's blocked off right now, creatively and expressively for you guys. There's a need for balance, emotional and internal balance for you guys. So this is how you're going to nurture yourself, okay? Staying determined and taking on responsibility, using your smarts, using your observation skills. Understand that you are capable of dealing with these harsh experiences that you're undergoing, and you're more than capable of persevering. Okay? Alright, so moving along into the oracle. Alright, let's see. We have magic. Let's see. Yeah, the pink is also like heart space energy as well. Just interesting that we got that. We got. Wait, is that pink? Is that yeah? Is that considered purple? Oh, it's considered purple. Okay. It looks like more like a. Well, yeah, I guess. Well, magenta's like a pinkish purple, right? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, just double checking the meaning of this card. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this card, the first song that I had a song that came to my mind, and it was the song Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart while the music is playing? When wait, is it what? Am I butchering the lyrics? Yeah, the music is free and or what the fuck is the line? Whatever, look up that song. Do you believe in magic? That song came to my mind. Yeah, like I feel like that there is some creativity that's being blocked because of this. And you need to acknowledge that there is a sense of wonder within yourself that wants to come out. There is an expression and creativity of some kind that wants to come out, but you're not allowing it to. You may be afraid to. With that Four of Pentacles, you may holding on to something that you think is helping you, but in the long run it's not, because it's not allowing you to be fully expressive and feel balanced within yourself. Where is that deck anyway? Where is... Okay, that's weird. Oh, I'm looking right at the card. Oh my goodness gracious. That's so funny. Alright, I'm like, where's the back of the deck card for this deck? And I'm looking right at it, but it's... that's what... Okay, I feel like that ties in with your message. Like, you're overlooking something that's so obvious. I'm laughing at myself. Because you know what? Sometimes you need to laugh at yourself. Pile number 2. Maybe you have a problem with being embarrassed or making mistakes. Okay? Learn to laugh at yourself. It's okay. It's fun. Do it before everyone else can, right? Fuck them. Take back your power. That's like a way of taking back your power. If you know, I don't know how to explain it, but it is. I don't know how to explain it, but it is. It's just funny. But it's like, this was like so in my face, guys. This was like so in my face. And I feel like that there's something so obvious, but you're overlooking it. Either you're choosing to overlook it, or you're just not focused enough. And I feel like once you do, it's gonna be so obvious that you have no choice but to like to move forward and be like, okay, this is, yeah. It's kind of like when someone, for example, like when someone's like manipulating you or like trying to trick you into doing something, and it used to work all the time, but now you're like, now that you've learned, for example, the tactics that they use, now that you understand the tactics, you're like, oh, you're doing that thing again. Son of a bitch, you used to do that all the time. Like, okay, well, obviously you're trying to get me to focus on this because you're doing something over here that you don't want me to pay attention to, or I'm getting too close to the truth over here, so that's why you're trying to divert my attention elsewhere. Yeah. Yeah, so back at the deck energy, we have protection. Excuse me, sorry, I needed a drink. So yeah, you're divinely protected during this time. There's also a message of you need be responsible. You know, you're responsible for your own protection, like to protect yourself from others. You know, you can't expect, not that well, I don't want to say that you're expecting others to protect you, but like there's a sense of responsibility towards yourself that you've kind of neglected up until this point. Um, and there's some deep inner core wounds that need to be addressed here. All right, so working with this stone is going to help you alleviate some of that and help you work through that. Okay, pile 2. All right, so continuing on, how else can you nurture yourself at this time? We have self-esteem. Is it blurry? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yes, like I said, there's something that you're blocking yourself from because either you have like this wound that tells you you're not enough or good enough, or I don't know. For each of you, it's going to be different. Combination of all of them. You know, maybe you have someone telling you that, like, oh, no one's going to like that. I don't know. Fit it how it fits for you. But you need to work on some self-esteem. You know, self-esteem. There's something that's poking at it, whether it's your own your own thoughts. Okay? Because the feathers, the swords, can represent your thoughts and your way of thinking. But it also can be deception of others as well. I believe I mentioned about Venus retrograde. Did I mention that? I don't know if I did. Did I? Venus is retrograding. I strongly recommend you to check the transits and find out where Venus, what house Venus is transiting in your chart, in your natal chart, right? So, that's going to help you reevaluate where you need to reevaluate sense of love, bring balance, and whatnot. You know, this transit could be triggering these things so that you can heal from them. Okay, that's the joy of transits, right? That's what they're here for, because otherwise we would aimlessly do nothing and be the same, and that's not what our goal here on Earth is for, right? So, yeah, so how can you nurture yourself? Working on your self-esteem. Where does these thoughts stem from? Where does this doubt or this false, these I don't know, I'm having a brain fart. I don't know why I'm getting all these brain farts with you, pile 2. Yeah, it's like a mental fog, like something is messing with you. Whether it's your own way of thinking or someone else muddling those thoughts. Planting seeds of doubt. Or this could be something that's stemmed for a while, and now it's like, okay, well, now you're reaching a breaking point because it's affecting you too much. Or there's something that you're emotionally, like, you really, really want to go for this thing, but you're like, your sense of self-worth is not allowing you to do that. And you have gifts that can help others, and so Spirit's trying to push you into nurturing this aspect of yourself or within yourself so that you can share these gifts with others, because it's going to be beneficial for other people. Other people need your art, they need your expression, they need your love. Okay, all right, so next we have fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, so there's something that you're afraid of. Something that, yeah, like I said, with the Four of Pentacles, there's something you're holding too tightly onto, and you need to let it go. Some of you are holding back expressing yourself because that song "Let It Go" came to my head. But it's like that one line, let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Yeah, so like you're having a hard time keeping it to yourself, and there's a reason why you're being pushed in that you're being triggered to do that, or you're pushed into that direction because you're healing. You need to heal that. You need to express yourself. Okay. All right. So back of the deck we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I told you that this stone is about balancing your emotions, your inner emotions, bringing harmony and balance within. Okay? This may not be the message you really want to hear. I do think that you already know, but you need to take on the responsibility of doing it. And you need to stay persistent, dedicated, and disciplined in order to achieve that goal. Okay? With persistence, dedication, and discipline, you will accomplish it. You will get there. You just gotta be patient with yourself, pile number 2. Alright, let's get some more. I don't know if I want to like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just putting stuff. Okay. The die is cast. So, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. I see like a little wizard and a knight and dragon and some. There we have. What's the numbers on here? 2, 20, and 14. Ain't that funny? Pile number 2, 2, 20, 222. 222 might be a number that you guys been seeing. 14, 1, 4 is 5. So there may be some changes. So something may have already started. Like okay. Something already has initiated. You know, the die is already cast. Something has already been rolled into action. And now it's the time to take responsibility of yourself. Okay? So, like, so in this case, for an example, if this is a relationship, if someone left you, it's your responsibility to pull yourself out of this. Okay? Not everybody's going to have all the answers for you. You're going to have to, at some point, educate yourself by researching, looking up. There's so much information that you can get online that can benefit you. How to helping you get out of a like, I don't even know, like when you're down in the dumps. Like there's advice that's very beneficial for you. You just got to go out and look for it. Okay. Not everybody's gonna be like, okay, here's all the answers for you. Here you go. You know, one person's gonna have one little tidbit of advice, and then you use that. Now you're taking a step forward. And then another person's gonna give you another little tidbit of advice, and you're gonna take another step forward. And little by little, if you implement those advices and do it, you're going to over time overcome what is blocking you eternally. Okay, so this is telling you that the time has come. It's already, like, you know what else too? If you look at like the imagery, like dragons represent strength, right? They represent the ability to be the strength to defeat any foe. And what does knights do? They normally slay the dragon, right? So slaying the demons, slaying if these are like naysayers, the doubters, or your thoughts, you know, your beliefs, however it stems for you, okay? And then like having the strength and the courage to do that with the knight. I also feel like with the wizard, you're like, it's giving the magician vibe. Like you're able to create, you're able to manifest and create what it is you desire. Okay. Alright, and then doing nothing is fine too. Lots of purple energy here. I feel like a lot of you, your third eye is helping you see what you've been avoiding to see. So you've probably been getting a lot of synchronicities. Yeah. Wait, what's that number right there? Ooh, we have the number 8 right here. I just realized that. Yeah. Okay. So, it can represent karma. It's the spiritual symbol. What goes around comes around. It's the infinity sign, right? Alright, so doing nothing is fine too. So, like, sometimes you're going to need a rest day. Sometimes you're just going to need to chill back. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's part of moving forward. You need to rest in order to be your best, right? And then I thought this was kind of interesting. Your back of the deck is, I deserve abundance. It's another dragon. Isn't that so cute? I think that's so, I felt like that was so interesting considering we have the dragon right here. I deserve abundance. So you deserve abundance of love, health, wealth, abundance of everything, right? I find it interesting that she's thinking of love. You deserve love. Pile number 2. You deserve to love yourself and embrace yourself uniquely because you're amazing, pile 2. You're uniquely you, and you deserve to be loved. And she's pink too, with purple. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, look how cute she is. So, like, that's you, pile 2. You guys are so cute. I don't know. I just feel like maybe you just don't feel like you're not lovable. And how other people treat you is a reflection of themselves, not of you, pile 2. So please remember that moving forward in life. And surround yourself with people that encourage you and support you, because you deserve that. Alright, so what are some things that you can do right now to nurture yourself? We have ground yourself. Why did that sound funny? Ground yourself. Be your best friend. That's funny because I'm hearing the song, girl, you're my best friend. You're my love within. I just want you to know that I will always. Okay, so love you. I cannot hit those notes. I cannot sing for the life of me. But do I like doing it? Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'm willing to embarrass myself. I don't give a fuck anymore. Alright, so you should not too. You should not care. Enjoy yourself. I do feel like that there may be some third eye activation going on for you. There is some healing of I want to say sacral energy. Getting rooted and grounded. Meditation may be beneficial for you as well. Just sitting alone with yourself, tuning into what your body is telling you or how it's feeling. Feeling out your feelings too is another big one too. I love that the rainbow. It's like you're magical, pile 2. You're a freaking dragon, bro. You're a freaking dragon. Like, does a dragon doubt itself? Does a dragon be like, no, I'm not enough? No, the dragon's like, I'm here, bitch. What's up? You know, like, they're not afraid. So fight that fear. Figure out where it stems from. There may be some shadow work that needs to take place for you guys, or yeah, what do you need to nurture yourself? Some shadow work. Okay. All right, and then we have card 55, write a gratitude list. Spending some alone time too, because the 2-5 equals 7. Sorry, 55 is a master number as well. I feel like you should sit down and make a list of why you're amazing. Just sit and make a list. Why are you amazing? What's that? There's a Queen Irby song that's coming in my head. I'm amazing, bitch, and you know it. I don't have to tell you shit, because I show it. Fuck, what's the next line? So, but you thought, right? That's why you were getting. I don't know. Look up the song. Fuck, what is it? I think it's I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Let me see if my computer would work. All right. Let me look up the song. Okay, so the song is Self-Aware by Queen Irby. I really think that would definitely help you change how you view yourself, singing it out loud, learning the lyrics and singing it. It's a vibe. Will definitely benefit you. But sit down and give yourself a gratitude list. Write a list of all the things that you're grateful for about being yourself and why you're amazing. And you can even extend that list into things that you're grateful for in your life currently too. All right, and back of the deck energy is clean your space. Okay, so cleaning definitely clears out mental clutter. All right, just wanted to say that. Also, sometimes cleaning your space doesn't always necessarily. Yeah, she's physically cleaning a window. So, in one aspect, that's what that message is. But another aspect, it can also be cleaning house of people, or things that no longer suit you, that don't support the magic within you. Okay. All right. So, what is your advice? Your pile's a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. All right, so your advice, pile number 2. And no, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Enjoying hanging out with you. I feel like you guys need a lot of support, or reminders of, like, why you're amazing. I really do think that. All right, so, okay. Whew. With that said, your advice is: guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. All right. Okay. And then remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Okay, so like I said, some of you are dealing with people, and depending on your situation, it's going to be different, you know. Like I said, like, you could be the codependent person, they could be the codependent person. I don't know what the situation is, but there is codependency coming up here. There is, like, okay, so, like, you know, back with that one song, like, it's a loving song, but it's like from retro, like, I don't know if I'm using the correct terms, but like, when you listen to the song, it don't sound very healthy. Cause the whole thing is, the title is "Please Don't Go," like they're begging them to not go, and you know, they're always gonna love them. And yes, you can love somebody always, but sometimes people go, and that's okay, and you can still love them. But he's saying, please don't go, you know? So someone may be afraid that you're pursuing something and it's going to create distance between you two, or you're going to have more time focused on something else and less time on them. I don't know how it's going to fit for you, but you can't change other people. You can only change yourself. So if somebody's perspective, right? So they're trying to maybe manipulate your perspective, and they're trying, you know, I don't know how this is like fitting for you, because let me see. This could be in regards of others, because we do have 2 court cards. Yeah, because this was 10. Yeah, we do have court cards. You know, there may be some type of ending taking place, and it needs to happen. Or you're being told that you need to end something, and you already are intuitively guided to this. You already know what I'm saying, because with all this purple, there's no doubting it. I'm just gonna say that. All right, back of the deck, we have open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let love flow in. Okay, so there may be, you know, there could be some self-deception where you think that by holding on to something too tightly, that's a love, but it's not. It's a form of control, and a form of control is it's false. You can't control anybody. So there may be some fear of control. There may be some control issues that you need to work through and heal to bring balance within yourself. And this does have to do with love. I commit to practice of seeing the good in all things. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to close out the reading with some supportive messages. Pile number 2. Hopefully I am making sense with this reading. I've been all over I feel like I was all over the place. Not trying to be. But yeah, like for all of you, your situations are going to be a little bit different. But at the end of the day, it has something to do with emotional ties that need to be released. And through dedication and persistence and discipline, you will persevere. That's kind of basically the message that each card is giving to you. Something needs to come to an end. You need to take on the responsibility for yourself within a situation, whether it's in regards in general or this is with other people. Something has initiated and you cannot stop the flow. It's happening whether you like it or not. All right, just keep in mind that you are protected. All right, this also made me know that you need to protect yourself from others and their deceptive way of tugging at your heartstrings, because this is deep emotional, right? But the black also represents, the black in here in this stone talks about grounding and protection, that you're protected during this time. So this stone will definitely be beneficial for you. Pile number 2 and this reading. Oh my goodness, I can't believe, I hope I'm not boring you to death. All right, pile number 2. Last but not least, we're finishing up wrapping up the reading with supportive messages. We have, you're a fighter, ever onwards. Look at her. Isn't she so cute? You know, all that purple again. Look at, that's you. That's you. Look at, oh my god, the colors. I love it. All right. I mean, bro, it's a Pegasus. A freaking Pegasus. Look at those stars. Another song that's coming to my mind is Beautiful by Queen Irby. Definitely should listen to it. Alright. And then, you don't have to be perfect to be lovable. Look at that cutie. Look at her. Alright, and then back on the deck energy, it's okay to struggle. You're doing better than you feel like you are. Purple again. and pink. There's a lot of there's a lot of intuitive downloads that are coming through in pink. Lots of pink for self-love, being kind to yourself. I feel like you're really hard on yourself, and this could be from upbringing. This could be from being with people that like fill your head with, things that are not true about yourself. All right, pile 2, sending you all my love and support. Wishing you the best of luck on your journey, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, last but not least. If you guys were drawn to the pork stone, this is your message. Excuse me while I get a drinky drink. Alright, so pile 3. Just like I told the others, I almost said the other stones. The other piles. You were drawn to a specific stone for a reason. Whether this is tied into your reading, or which usually from my experiences, the properties of the stone usually tie in with the reading, or this is something that this stone will benefit you in other aspects that are currently going on in your life, or this could also be aspects of self that you should tap into, so like the properties of the stone. So, getting into that message, ooh, my battery's getting low, so I'm going to try to not take too long on your reading, but, this stone helps release negative energy, protect boundaries, makes space for joy, optimism, and the flow of positive energy. Okay, so let's see how your message is tied in with that, pile 3. So, alright, how can you best nurture yourself at this time, pile 3? I took the liberty of pre-pulling, so let's get started with the tarot, and then we'll move on to Oracle. Alrighty, so first card we have is the 8 of Acorns. Energy results, that's the 8 of Wands. Alright, then we have 3 of Acorns, so the 3 of Wands, foresight and exploration. Alright, and then we have Page of Feathers, exploration and discovery. Alright, back of the deck energy, we do have Ace of Crystals, which is the Ace of Pentacles, with this lovely panda, manifestation and prosperity. Alright, so pile 3, how can you best nurture yourself? Lean into optimism. Okay, try to be a little bit more optimistic about your endeavors. I see that this pile is getting lots of downloads. Intuitive downloads. Lots of intuitive downloads. Yes. There is a new beginning in regards to something that's going to bring some form of stability, whether that's an income or something that's manifesting. Alright, so the 3 of Acorns, this is telling me that I want to say in the combination of the 8 of Acorns and the 3 of Acorns, there is something coming in fast. Now, you may feel the need to act upon it, but with this giraffe here, it's telling you to look, gain from a higher perspective, see things. How do I explain this? There's like a need for like a higher set of like, there's something like a foresight.
Okay. Set your sights high, your perspective. You know, you see the things that are coming your way. Keep the momentum going. There's like something going forward for this group. The thing is, the main message is to stay optimistic. Something has already began in motion. I don't know what it is. For some of you, it could be a new job. For some of you, it's a new path of some kind that is a manifestation that you've wanted and been working towards. And you're being gifted this, but there may be some by you allowing this foresight to see things from a higher perspective. You're able to create or bring down create new ideas are going to come in for you, and you need to explore those ideas. I'm having like hard time on how I want to explain this to you guys, but the general sense of this message is that you guys need to stay optimistic and to not allow doubt or fear to get in the way, because I see a lot of good things happening for you guys. There may be some like, okay, so you may be breaking through old boundaries or old patterns of way of thinking or seeing, because these new perspectives or higher perspectives are coming in for you. All right, and these are coming in forms of downloads, spiritual insights. All right, so this is something that you've been wanting that is going to make you happy or bring joy into your life. So stay optimistic about it. Is the message. All right, and then we have consciousness. All right, so like I said, you're developing, not developing, but you're getting downloads. Pile 3. You're going beyond just yourself. All right, so this is pretty big. This is a new opportunity, new potential. I don't know what it is that is specifically going on for you, pile 3, but remain optimistic in your journey. That's like the main key. All right, so you have faith as back of the deck. Have faith that this is going to work out just fine for you. Like everything's going to be all right. Look at that. We have success right underneath that. Love that. All right. So there's a lot of messages about optimism. Now, not just from the stone, but like there with the eight of wands, there's this fast direct energy that like you kind of either been feeling it or been pushed into it, and they want you to keep the momentum going. Don't doubt it. Go with it, go into it. I feel like you're getting the intuitive nudges, honestly. I'm hoping that my battery does not die, but if it does, it might, so I might get cut off. Just letting you know. Okay. All right. Don't worry. It'll be the rest of your message will get put in the video. But just wanted to say that. All right. So moving forward, we have abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Oh my God, that's so cool. Because I just said like this is something you're manifesting. All right. This is something new, and the Ace of Pentacles does represent abundance, a new beginning. There's something new coming in. Like I said, like something you're manifesting. So for some of you, it's abundance. It could be it's abundance. No shit. It could be actual money. For some of you, or some type of material gain, or that's going to help you get material gain. Right? It could even be abundance of security. Abundance could be anything. Abundance of food, abundance of security, abundance of love, abundance of money, abundance of prosperity, health, wealth, like you name it, it's there, So like when they say abundant, you're abundant in all shapes and forms, right? All right, so change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. This is like the message is like kind of like this is cool. You're moving forward. There's like the wheels are turning for you guys, pile 3, and they want you to stay optimistic. That's basically the main message I'm getting right here. There's going to be new downloads, new ideas, and things to discover. And they want you to be open to that. All right. Ooh, like I don't know if you noticed, but like even like he's got like this thing on his forehead. Like I feel like it's giving like and like the downloads, intuitive downloads. Even the giraffe's got like some like crystal thing going on over here. And then this eel is about transforming, going with the flow. All right, so yeah, this is leading you towards your happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. It's pretty cool. I am enjoying this reading so far. I enjoy all my readings, but it's a refresher from pile number 2, which you may have been drawn to it. And if you were drawn to, or like you're like contemplating like which one to pick, or like which one you're more drawn to, if you were drawn to pile number 2, it is a bit longer of a reading. But you can, you can skim through it, whatever, but you might get some good messages or insights on like maybe some mild baggage that you need to like clear out in order for like to really push you or like get into this energy that you need to embody, which is just keep going, stay optimistic. There may be some lingering self-doubt that like kind of like stops you from like, but don't do that, because this is all really good energy. This feels really good. It's just really fast paced. And if you're dealing with doubt, it might be a good thing, because there might be something that you're overlooking, and getting a good idea, like not a good idea, but a good perspective on something. So there might be like a higher perspective that needs to be addressed. Okay, so maybe the energy is like kind of like, because I feel like I need to like spit it out, but it's like there may be like this hesitation, and that hesitation is a good thing, because there might be something that you're overlooking that will benefit you if you just pause for just a brief moment. You know what I'm saying? Like in some cases, obviously self-doubt is bad, right? But in some cases, if you're having a nudge to not move forward in something, listen to that nudge, because there may be another perspective or something in hindsight that you're not seeing yet, and that's where the giraffe is telling you like, hey, look a little bit more further down the journey. Like, is this whatever this is for you? This may not be the best thing in the long run, and we can find something that will benefit in the long run. So a new idea might come in with this page of swords. A better idea will come in that's going to help benefit you more further along the line on your journey. All right. So continuing on, what you need to do to nurture yourself: fall down on the couch. So maybe not do anything at all. Allowing some rest, getting some rest, allowing yourself to take a break. So maybe you're pushing, and you're being told to like, take a break. It's okay to take a break. So that these ideas can come in, right? And then we have, It's okay to doubt. Okay. Just like I was saying with the doubt. Okay, so some of you may be doubting certain things of like, like maybe this is, oh my god, my battery's so low. All right. I think that's another reason why I'm like trying to rush myself. There, you may be feeling pressured to rush through something, and it's okay to slow down. It's okay to slow down and rethink your steps. Make sure, like, make sure all your ducks are in a row when it comes to this message. And sometimes you're not gonna be able to have everything perfect, obviously, right? But that's not the message for right now. The message right now is that sometimes it's okay to slow down and take a break. Sometimes it's good. The self-doubt is actually a message from your consciousness, like your higher self is like telling you, like, wait, there's something that you're not noticing, that you're overlooking, or you're not seeing, because you're not taking in all perspectives. All right, with that giraffe message. Okay. All right. So then, back of the deck energy.
Okay. So my battery died. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say for this group though, you guys might be feeling pressured to do something or take action, but like there may be an intuitive like hunch or like something pulling on you to tell you like, wait, don't go or don't do this yet, but you're energetically feeling the need to push forward. And there's a reason to follow that hunch, because it's going to lead to newer perspectives, and when those newer perspectives come in, that's when these newer ideas are going to come in, and then you're going to pursue forward with those new ideas that come in, and that's going to ultimately lead you to this Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The back of the deck energy, we have do not disturb, regeneration in progress. So as you can see, he's chilling. All right, vibing out to some music. Okay, so for a lot of you, a lot of these downloads some of the downloads may come to you during sleep. Some of you, for some others of you, it might be through music. Like you might get intuitive hunch to listen to a particular song or whatever it may be, or like maybe something creates this new perspective or allows you to see things differently. Okay, so don't feel pressured to move forward even though the energy feels that way. I feel like there's this like strong pull because the momentum is going and it's picking up pretty quickly, and you might get swept off in that, but I feel like for you guys is to remain optimistic that you're going to get the perspective that is needed to help you with the foresight of the long run and for the long haul. Like, so you're going to see what moves to make. I feel like I get like detective vibes with this raccoon. So I feel like when these new perspectives come in, you're going to, like a detective, seek out new ideas on how or where this will lead you to moving forward, because there is something you're manifesting coming in. Even if you do doubt it, remain optimistic. Okay. Yeah. All right, so what are some things that you can do to nurture yourself at this time? Pile 3. We have ground yourself. Okay. This kind of reminds me of this card. Just a little, similar imagery. Different but similar. Sit and meditate.
sit and relax, enjoy yourself, get in tune with yourself. What is your intuition telling you? Okay, and allowing that to guide you. A lot of this message is about optimism and to remain optimistic. That's why you were drawn to the pork stone. This will help you stay optimistic or tap more into that optimism. Like I mentioned earlier, also with the stone talking about protecting your boundaries, there may be someone else trying to push you in a direction, and even though they're making you feel urgent to like act, because I really get this strong feeling like you're being like, oh my god, you need to do this, or oh my god, you need to like, because someone else is trying to like push you in a direction. I feel like your higher perspective of the whole situation is telling you to not act on that, even though you're feeling the urge to do it because of whatever it may be, whether this is someone else or something external outside of you is kind of like pushing you in a direction, but you are being guided to pause for a moment before taking action. I feel like that you're getting these hunches, so listen to your higher self and remain grounded even when the energy is trying to, or someone, whether it's like outside circumstances or someone trying to push you or stir you in a specific direction. Okay, and then we have hydrate. Okay, so stay hydrated, connecting with water. Like again, we got this dude connecting with water. Okay, that's gonna help. Getting in tune with like how are you feeling is like, so like when you're feeling the urge to move forward, but like but your intuition's telling you something different. Getting in tune with your energy versus someone else's energy that you're picking up on, because you guys could be energetically sensitive and be tapping into other people's energies and feelings, and you might be having a difficult time differentiate, am I saying that right, between the two. Okay, and back of the deck energy, we have write a gratitude list. All right, so this will help you stay on a joyful, optimistic, energetic level. You know, so like you're gonna be feeling more joyful of the things that you're feeling gratitude towards. Gratitude brings you back to that contentment, that happiness that we had as back of the deck. Okay. So if you're feeling a little bit like anxious and too much like, oh my god, writing a gratitude list of the things that are going right will help recenter yourself. Okay. And it's gonna help release any negative energy that's kind of like trying to seep its way in, or whatever it may be. Alright. For a lack of words. Sorry. Alright, so advice for you, pile 3, we have life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? Okay, so I feel like if you're finding yourself in a situation where outside circumstances are pushing you in a direction, you can either choose to be upset that this is happening, or you can choose to focus, change your perspective of the situation, and focus your attention to see the situation differently. So to change the perspective of how you're seeing or looking at the situation. In all honesty, changing your perspective can be so relieving and so profoundly, like, it will initiate change that will lead to abundance in many ways, shape, or form. Abundance of security in oneself, understanding. Like I said, abundance comes in many different forms, but yeah. So focusing, there's something about needing to tap into a different perspective of how you're dealing with the situation or how you're perceiving a situation. What is this challenge teaching me, and how am I becoming better from this challenge? Because whatever challenges that you're going through, it's just preparing you for the next challenge. There's always going to be a challenge. There's always going to be an obstacle. And you could either sit there and focus and be like, oh my God, there's always something. There's always something. Because guess what? Newsflash, there will always be something going on. So changing the perspective from like life is happening to me through life is preparing me. Life is preparing me, like this situation is helping me to be prepared for my next challenge, and understanding that I have the ability to overcome any challenges that come my way. 4, I have the ability to learn from the situation, gain new insight, and move forward. Okay. Next advice we have is give your inner critic a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. And then we have, you have such a bright light inside, stop dimming it. Yeah, yeah, some of these are, they're kind of like face value. I don't really need to explain or get into that. You know, sometimes there are people that are trying to push you in a different direction because they know that what you're capable of, and they don't want you to see you succeed, or they don't want you to outshine them, or they don't want you to leave. And it's not your place to shrink yourself, dim yourself for someone else. Never do that, because you should never betray yourself in any way, shape, or form. Pile 3. I feel like in hindsight your message is pretty light. I see lots of good things coming with the Ace of Pentacles. This is good energy. It is pretty quick and intense, but you are getting downloads. You are receiving messages. I see that over and over again throughout your message in the cards. You're getting the downloads you're needed. You just need to tap into those. Okay? Have faith in the downloads that you're getting. Have faith in yourself and remain optimistic in your approach of whatever it is you're going for. This is something that you're manifesting. Whether it's a job, something in the material world, something in the physical, and that could be in many, many things for all of you. So just saying. All right, back of the deck we have do something kind for someone without any expectations. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel the need to say, because there's a person in a car, maybe you could give someone a ride. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Or offer a ride, and maybe by you offering someone a ride, like maybe this is like at a job, someone needs a ride home, or you know, whatever. or needs a ride to work or something, I don't know. And then like maybe a conversation with that person will, by doing that, it's going to trigger something that leads to a new higher perspective or a different shift or change in perspective on things. Like, be open to the possibilities. Okay? But you know, that's not gonna be for everybody, but that's gonna be for somebody, for sure. But yeah, you'd be surprised. Or like, you know, when you do a good deed for someone else and it's still coming back to you in some way, shape, or form. That doesn't mean that's the reason why you should do it. You should do it because it's a kind thing to do. But you'll be surprised at what doors open when you are kind to others. Alright? And then we have some, closing off the reading, we have some supportive messages for you guys. Alright? So, your first message is, it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. You will succeed in spite of those feelings. I said those, but the word says, it says these. I just realized that. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be scared. You will succeed in spite of these feelings. So cute. Little snow bunny looking. I like that. Alright, and then you can do the thing. I feel like once you get the bigger picture of like of the long run of like everything that you can see that's coming your way, you'll know what moves to make, and then that's when you're going to make your move. Alright, and then back of the deck energy for this deck, we have, you've been doing a great job considering all you've been up against. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it here, pile 3. Wishing you all the best of luck and love on your journey ahead, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye!